Crates that are a waste of money here. Crates that are a waste of money there. More crates. More wastes of money. More vehicles you don't need. Let's be real. Premiums are great. Like, you can get premiums and they help you grind down lines. Not only can you convert the XP you earn on premiums into free XP, like you can see I have 203,000 available on my free-to-play. Unfortunately, this is a free-to-play account, so I won't ever be converting that, but at least there is the option if you wanted to. At the same time, premiums earn credits, which really help big time on grinding down lines. You know what also is great? You don't need to spend money on premiums. My free-to-play account, as it says in the name, is free-to-play, and you'll never guess what. I have a Brett Panther that I earned yesterday for free. I have a CS52 lease, a Kunze Panzer from last year. I have an AMX CDC, and a Loza Sherman, and all of these were earned absolutely for free. Like, I don't get it. There's people out there that act like playing for free is incredibly hard. It's not. I mean, my free-to-play account has 600 games, and I've got a fair amount of premiums on it. Not to mention, when you think about it, I could have gotten the 50 TP prototype on this account for free as well, which is the tier 9 Polish heavy tank. I just didn't want to put in the effort because I didn't have a clan, and I didn't really know anybody on the RU server, so I just didn't bother grinding the tank. But on my NA account, I ground the 50 TP prototype in about the first 2 hours, grinding tier 3 with a friend. It does not take much effort, or I think it was tier 4 for it, but it doesn't take much effort to get your hands a pretty well-established account for only a few thousand games with premiums. Wargaming has tier 8 premium events every now and then. They've got tier 6 events all the time. And it's not hard to get your hands on premiums. People act like if they don't get their hands on a Brask or a Skoda T56, the world is over, and Wargaming is the greediest company. What I don't get is why people call Wargaming the greediest company when they give away premiums for free and you don't need premiums. It's not the end of the world if you don't get your hands on the Brask. Guess what? There's other tier 8s out there. There's like at least 60 tier 8s on the tech tree that you can get your hands on. And there's also like 50 tier 10s you can get your hands on absolutely for free. The TVP 5051 is amazing. I mean, for example, I've been posting videos on update 9.1 for the past week or so now after the update has dropped. And I've seen a fair amount of people commenting that, quote-unquote, 9.1 is only buffs for premiums, and none of the tech trees are actually getting buffed. I make a video in the AMX M454, there's somebody commenting, do you shill for Wargaming because you only talk good about the premiums? Even though I have videos on the TVP 5051 talking about it's amazing. I have videos on the Kron talking about how it's amazing. I post a video on every other tier 10 and it's amazing, but yet one video on a premium calling it good, and oh no, you're shilling for Wargaming. People, come on. Like, the 4005, I made a video on the 4005, actually 2 now, talking about how it's a busted vehicle. If this is a premium, people would be like, oh, you're shilling. Can we please understand that Wargaming is a company? I do not work for them. I never will. I do not like Wargaming on how they run a lot of their business practices, and I would never work for a company like Wargaming because of how they run their business. But that doesn't mean I don't enjoy their game. What I really don't enjoy the most is when people don't have a clue what they're talking about and just blab words out of their mouth. Because, let's be real, this game is free. I mean, I've clearly proven that not only can you grind this game free to play, but you can do pretty well at it. I mean, my Kron, I played with a 0% crew, made my way all the way up to tier 10, around 75% up, and my Kron has statistically a 79% win rate with 3,800 average damage. It's the proof that skill is the most important factor in this game. If you understand how to play this game, it doesn't matter where you are. If you're free to play or you spend money, it does not matter. You can spend $1 million on this game and still suck just as much as you did when you started. Premiums are not going to help you with that, even if they're overpowered premiums. An overpowered premium is not going to help you do better in tier 10 no matter what tier 10 you buy. Sure, the T22 medium might get you a bounce here or there, but guess what? It's not going to be the overall deciding factor of the game that you've played if you're a 42% player. The reason I'm making today's video video is to prove that you don't need to buy premiums. You don't need to spend a single cent on this game to have fun in it. In fact, if you spent less money on this game, you would honestly probably enjoy it more, and when time comes, you'll probably want to quit this game a lot sooner, because at least you won't have dropped a couple $1,000s on a game that might die in a couple years. For example, this is a Kunzenpanzer, absolutely fantastic tier 7 premium, earned it for free last year for Wargaming's Blitz birthday event. The Kunzenpanzer earns fantastic credits. This game on Mayan Ruins here, I did 3,265 damage, pulled out a mastery, and gained 128,000 credits. This game on Falls Creek, I got 86,000 credits, and yes, I'm running credit boosters, but you know what? These are credit boosters I've earned on my free-to-play account. I mean, you got a battle pass that you can grind down, which gives you a lot of credits. Just from playing the battle pass, I've got 120,000 credits or so from just one day of playing. And there's another 55,000 credits if I do one mission today, and another 55,000 there. It's pretty easy to earn things for free in this game. And the simple fact of the matter is, when I look at premiums on my free-to-play account, I think of them as Van Gogh paintings. Do I need to get an Object 274A? Do I need to get a Barask? No. Is it going to affect my life in any way that I don't get a tier 8 premium that might give me a bit of fun until I get bored with it? No. It's literally pointless. That's the whole thing about premiums I find in this game. You can get everything you get out of a Barask in every tier 8 tech tree tank. The ISU 152 is incredibly unique, carrying the highest pen you'll ever find tier for tier in the game, basically. And if you go to like the British tech tree, you can play the AT-15 and have over 4,000 damage per minute. The Carnarvon, it's pretty similar to the Carnarvon Action 10, except it actually has more DPM. I mean, every tank on the tech tree has their own unique attribute and ability, and a lot of them are fantastic. The Chisei is an absolutely amazing tier 8 tech tree heavy tank right now, and the 53 TP, I would say, is on par with some of the best tier 8 heavies you can honestly get. And same for the Emil 1, and same for the P44 Pantera on medium side. There are so many tanks you can get for free, and the whole reason I wanted to make today's video is to point out you don't need to spend money on this game. If you do spend money on this game, think about it. You don't. Don't spend money. Seriously, it's probably smarter for your bank account, but it's seriously frustrating to see people complaining all the time about the price tag of vehicles when you don't need them. You don't see random people going on to an art gallery and complaining how much art costs. So why do you see random people complain about things that you don't need in the first place? Now, I'm not saying it's not warranted to complain about crates being in this game, but at the same time, people are dumb enough to buy the crates. The reason Wargaming keeps selling crates is because people are dumb enough to buy them. If Wargaming didn't make money off of them, they wouldn't sell them. Because when Wargaming doesn't put tanks in crates like the T-77, everybody still complains, and they probably don't make any money off of the T-77 nearly as much as they made with the crate tanks. So either way, Wargaming doesn't care. They're going to sell tanks the way that makes them money. And honestly, if I owned a company, I probably would do the same thing. If you were in Wargaming's hands, and you were the one running the company, and you were told, hey, you can make this much millions per year or this much more millions per year, and this goes into your own bank account, which would you rather do? I'd probably pick the one that makes me more money, because at the end of the day, we're all human. So this is what I've made of my video on. You don't need to spend money on this game to earn anything, as I've clearly proven on my free-to-play account. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. This was something I wanted to make because it's been bugging me for a while, and let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. I guarantee there will still be negative people there complaining that, oh, blah, 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 but I could care less. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.